Hey, welcome back everybody. It's another First Impressions here on Northern Gaming. Today we're looking at Bright Paw, a strategy puzzle adventure game where you play as a cat. So let's start at the beginning. Act 1, Murder. Wow, this got heavy already. Act 0, Level 1, Shelter. Alright, let's see what's going on.
Oh, there you are, Theo. Honestly, it's your own dream. Do you even know where you are? Ah, well, it's time we got you sorted out with these cards. Come on now, we haven't got all day.
Tap and hold a card to preview and release to play. Alright, so this will walk us forward.
Oh, sorry about
That's
that.
us.
Just give that rewind button a tap and we'll see if we can't start walking around things instead of into them.
Alright, rewind.
If you ever find yourself in a pickle, just remember that you can take a step back and try something else.
Perfect.
Now, give these a whirl and see where they get you.
Oh, more cards. Also, I just wanted to point out, this code was provided by the developer, so thank you for that. Looks like this one will get us through here, and then we walk forward and forward and to the right. Can we move camera? I don't think so. Oh, click and drag to rotate the camera. Here you go. Okay, so now we see ourselves there. Very good. Scroll wheel, zoom in and out. Got it.
There you go. Remember, Theo, you can look around at any time.
I guess the green is our
What's that
goal.
just there? Maybe you should give it a peek.
Okay, what a peek. Tap on a highlighted object to view a collectible. Odd cat box. Oh yeah, it's pretty odd. A strange, familiar, but otherwise nondescript box washed up on the shores of Theo's subconscious. Interesting.
I wonder what that's doing sitting around here. Maybe you should keep your eyes open for other interesting things. You never know what you'll find.
It's all these ghost cats.
Well,
sure.
we're done here. Go on, leap into your family's arms. Lauren and Nathaniel are waiting.
Alright, we want to do that, and then that. Alright, simple, but obviously it's just the tutorial. Here we go, Act 1, Murder. The cat finally gets up to some no good. Somebody's piano broke.
Ah! What was that? Oh, okay. Well...
Is that the cat's voice?
After being woken unceremoniously by a sudden noise,
I think so.
our hero Theo felt that if he was to be kept awake, he deserved to know why.
Is this a gang beast? Looks like it. Okay, Nathaniel's recognition is always a cause for celebration when genius is recognized. Nathaniel, perhaps our owner? If you could truly own a cat. Anything else? Oh. Acceptance letter. An acceptance letter for tutelage at a prestigious school. Alright. Any other thing in this room? It said 2 out of 3, but maybe it's in the next room. I don't know. I don't see anything glowing. Oh, there it is. The bed.
Although Theo felt the lure of sleep in the comfort of his bed,
Alright, let's
he
go
really
up.
should go and investigate this ruckus.
Alright, I had to collect the collectibles. You know you gotta do it. Level 2, Disturbance. Uh-oh.
Hearing the yelling from the kitchen, Theo wondered if he had really moved from his bed just to listen to some tiff.
So, 2 more of these. Suitcase rapidly filled and suddenly cast aside. That's not good. There's that piano that got broke. No longer attended to or cared for, but grand despite the lack of use. And, oh my gosh. Just keep shaking that tree, I guess. And here it is. Despite the awkward posing, happiness and pride are visible in this photo. They have no pupils, but sure.
Despite his efforts, Theo couldn't simply stay here forever. He had to find out what was happening.
Alright, we gotta go... Which way? This way. Then... Uh-oh. Oh. My gosh.
Ah, perhaps things were a little more serious than he'd thought.
You're telling me. Bodies? Multiple bodies.
The kitchen seemed normal.
What's this?
Except, what was that he could see across the room? He had to take a closer look.
Oh my gosh. There's 2 potentially dead people. Alright, let's find the collectibles. And alright, we got 3 collectibles. Here's a cat dish with tofu in it. Let's see, what else looks collectible? This suicide note. Oh, it's a picture. Young boy and his cat. Whoever said dogs are man's best friend had never seen this photo. I mean, just the chances of that being true is most likely correct. Who would look at somebody else's photo? Alright, there's a clock. It's not what we're looking for, though. What do you think? What do you think the third item is? This guy's not having a good time. Remote? I don't know. Alright, let's walk up and maybe we'll see something else. This looks accurate. And this one... yeah, they're the same.
God! Theo couldn't believe what he was seeing. His family, motionless on the floor.
It's upsetting.
But that was it? No gun? Nothing at all? Was someone else here?
I don't know. Alright, let's do one of these. Can we go? Here we go. Go that way.
As he turned away, Theo could only think about one thing. Someone was surely responsible for this, and he had to know who.
Some sort of pet detective. This is red stuff. Also, I guess we didn't find the third item. But you know what? That just gives you reason to go back and play it again.
Although things looked bleak, Theo had to press on. He had to.
Chillax, okay? Level 4, light.
Cautiously examining the hallway, Theo saw no signs of the killer.
No signs? What the hell is
Instead,
this
he found
thing?
a path of destruction carved through strange machines before him.
You're telling me. Alright. Graduation. Out-of-place robot. And grandfather clock. Easy collectibles this time. Alright, how do we get out of here? Let's see. We need to go this way.
The deeper into the room Theo moved,
One of these.
the more he realized that something was amiss. That
And just
bright red
forward.
light hadn't always been there, had it?
Let's go investigate this. Oh, Act 2. That's a quick act. Lasers. Oh, I'm gonna get distracted.
Although he could not shake the image of his departed owners, Theo suddenly found himself somewhere very different indeed. However, before he could appreciate his new surroundings, he found his attention drawn to the glowing hot wall of energy in front of him.
Alright, we got a laser. Security bot. Was that just, did that just say 1 of 1? I missed it. But it looks like it. Alright, so how do we get past the lasers? I guess we'll do a wait, maybe.
Faced with something so clearly hazardous, he thought it might be wise to take a moment to think before diving headlong into oblivion.
Okay.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise! After his daring maneuver, Theo found that he was still alive. Clearly, Theo didn't have time to mess about with a killer on the loose. Perhaps that vent offered a way forwards.
Alright, so the lasers are time-based. Janitor. Did we meet a living person?
Still
Not
somewhat
if they're dead.
tense from his previous trial, Theo was immensely relieved to find no deadly lasers when he emerged from the vent. On the other
telling
hand,
me.
he was instead faced with a functional, frantic, and quite soggy security robot.
This guy's functional? Alright, 1 out of 3. Looks like a blender. This man's on fire. Oh. A comfortable flatfish. Didn't look comfortable to me, but sure. Is that a leak? Oh yeah. Look at that. Alright, where's the other collectible? Let's see if we can find it before we puzzle it out. Nope. One of these? No. Starfish? No. Interesting. I'll have to come back and check this out again. Alright, let's work on the puzzle. So we're gonna have to go right, but a very specific path this time. Oh, and apparently this robot is a mover and shaker, you know what I'm saying? One, two. Okay. And then we go... That's not good. I might have screwed this up. Oops. I just meant restart, but that's... I mean, it did restart. I meant rewind. That's fine.
Still somewhat tense from his previous trial, Theo was immensely relieved to find no deadly lasers when he emerged from the vent.
Where's that fish?
On the other hand, he was instead faced with a functional, frantic...
Okay, just give me the cards, please. So this might be a better first move. We get out
As he skirted by
early.
the distracted machine, Theo found himself eyeing the hole-riddled aquarium. Either someone was stalking the halls, shooting at water features, or the security needed to work on their aim.
There we go.
Though the appeal of fresh fish was enticing, it was offset by the risk of an unexpected bath. Rather than contemplate such a terrible fate any further, Theo decided to make a quick exit.
Got that right. Time to sneak. There's a robot
Advancing cautiously,
who's going to be on our
Theo was
path.
encouraged by the sight of another aquarium, this time with the water safely inside, not threatening to unpleasantly dampen his fur. There was no time to fish, however, as security appeared to be taking its job a touch more seriously.
Cat statue. Golden, some would say. Alright, 2 more to find. Here's this starfish. And... Not sure.
Although Theo could be easily distracted,
Alright,
he
so
knew
we gotta
when it was
get away
time to
from him.
focus.
So you can move up and to the left. Alright, so he makes a whole square. That's what it looks like. So we want to do this.
Tearing his attention away from the unattainable,
Yeah.
Theo delicately stepped between the broken remains of some very expensive-looking showpieces.
Interesting.
Despite his lack of any understanding of fine art, he was disgusted by the wanton destruction before him. Having successfully weaved past the searching eyes of the guard, he was overjoyed to see that he could just follow the killer through a door, instead of crawling through the ventilation like a rodent.
That's good. Welcome. Interesting. Oh, what?
Theo cast his eyes about the grandiose room, the impressive decor marred by the smoking wreckage of robotic guards. Clearly, someone with no respect for interior design had been this way. However, hanging over the remains of a reception desk, Theo spotted something that took his interest. Bright Paw Industries.
Here it is. Alright. Reception robot seems pretty upset. This thing, not a collectible. Alright, it's on fire. This is a cactus. Alright, so we're gonna need to go and not get
Although
hurt.
this place was impressive,
Let's wait here.
Theo
See
knew
what
he had
happens.
precious little time to admire it.
Okay, so now we got time to move. And then we'll be facing that way. Let's see what this does. Oh yeah, we can just hit this next turn. There you go, we didn't even mess with the lasers at all. That one card changes every couple seconds, so that's interesting. Oh, this was a collectible, that refrigerator? Whatever. Alright, show floor.
At first glance, it appeared that Theo had stumbled into a storage room for broken glass. Except there were other items in the glittering fragments. Grenades? Missiles? An umbrella?
Grenades, missiles. I don't see an umbrella. This looks like a toilet brush. Patrol bot, 1 out of 3. Oh, trick umbrella advertisement. Oh, there's the umbrella. Thanks for that. Alright, let's see. We can walk forward. Let's wait and let him pass by. Okay. Let's follow behind him.
Theo padded behind the guard, pondering his discoveries. A hidden underground facility, robotic security, and now rooms filled with odd weapons. What on earth was this place?
You're telling me. I don't know. Alright, let's
Looking
walk.
back, Theo considered that it was perhaps unwise to leave such destructive toys lying around.
Oh, there we go. Classic bomb.
On the other hand, there was no way someone would leave live explosives on display. Probably best to ignore it and hurry on. Theo contemplated the ruins of the once magnificent boardroom, which had been reduced to little more than burnt mahogany by some kind of explosion. Apparently, the killer had needed to clear the room in a hurry. But why? Oh, perhaps those lasers were a motivator.
Lasers? You got me trapped in here with lasers? Alright, we got another picture. Oh, there we go. So we gotta make it here within the time limit? I assume? Let's see what happens.
With the wall of death slowly advancing, Theo scrambled for a plan to slip by. There, across the room, a shattered glass wall offering a glimpse of escape.
This doesn't look good.
Deftly avoiding glass with his paws, Theo found his eyes drawn to a large portrait on the wall.
Can we make it?
Was that Nathaniel?
There we go.
As he stood, he wondered, how much of all this was his master responsible for?
Some interesting mechanics there. Oh, Act 3, motive. Everybody's got a motive. I feel like I'm showing a lot of the game, but I'm liking it, you know?
Someone had clearly been rifling through the deliveries recently, though they didn't seem to have found what they were looking for.
Alright, let's see. Ransacked crates. Box of empty vials. What do you think it's in there? And of course the patrol bot blueprint, drawn by a 5-year-old. Alright, we gotta make our way to that, so let's head up and to the right.
Obviously, the killer had been looting the facility, and it was unlikely that they planned to use volatile weaponry to spread peace and joy. Being a conscientious cat, Theo knew it fell to him to put a stop to the killer's nefarious activities.
Theo is a do-gooder. I've always said that about him. Ooh,
finding himself inside a warehouse, the towering stacks of crates gave Theo some measure of hope. Perhaps the killer would try to search the top of an unstable pile and fall to their doom.
Unlikely. Sea mine crate out of Mario. That's great. Looks exactly like him. Alright, how do we get out of here? We gotta go up and to the right. Oh, we got some change in cards down here.
Lost in daydreams of the killer being buried alive, Theo stepped blindly forwards onto a conveyor belt, promptly shuffling him away from his happy thoughts.
Alright, so if we do this, we're gonna be... That'll move us. So we need to pick one of these and move left. So it'll move us right here. There we go. Either of these are good, so we're just going to go on ahead.
The killer would be ended by fallen cargo. But the belts leading into the dark and deadly machinery seemed to promise an untimely demise.
Interesting. Theft. It's getting serious. I'll play to the end of this act.
Spotting a bundle under some nearby crates,
just to not show everything.
Theo's wishes had been heard. However, he tempered his excitement until he could get a closer look.
Alright, let's see. Are there any... Yeah, there's conveyor belts. Let's see, do we got any of the bombs? Oh, theft. Collectible box. Right, got it. Anything else? These things.
Theo tempered his excitement. He didn't lose it.
Alright. This doesn't have arrows. Is this going to move or not move? We shall see. Doesn't move. And now our way's blocked by the crates. Alright, hold on. Back up one. Move up and to the left.
Stepping over a broken belt with great care, he was disappointed to discover not a body, but simply several empty crates bearing the label High Explosive.
Is that a bad... Oh, there's not even a square there. Of course that's a bad move. Let's try this one, even though it's obviously in front of a... Ah, but we move, so there you go.
The empty crates led Theo to conclude 3 things. The killer had found what they were looking for, they were definitely up to something, and Theo's work was not yet done.
There we go.
He
It's
moved
tricky.
on with the hope
You know
that
what?
the killer's loot would be enough to slow them
tricky.
down.
Did we make it? Yes. That one made me think. Take cover. Alright, we might have another laser dodging.
Theo pondered the erratic
What's all this
crusaders and
blue
robots
stuff?
as they fired at non-existent threats. Perhaps the killer had just passed through?
Perhaps. Here's a printer. What else we got in this room? Ooh, mysterious drawing. Hey, that's me. Maybe. Missing one more, but that's okay. What is this? Alright. Let's see. Conveyor belt. So we need to be behind the box.
The belt, unable to tell the difference between a cat and a crate, and lacking the desire to learn, moved him once again as it would any other box.
And then this one will go... Let's see what this does. Well, we can't do it. I thought it would just move forward one. Alright, let's do this and see... Yeah, it's not good. Alright. Okay, we can't use any of these. Except this one. Alright, so now we can pass behind crate and the laser.
As he headed for the door,
There we go.
Theo couldn't shake the feeling that the strange blue
There we go.
algae was creeping steadily across the wall behind him. Oh well, it was probably harmless.
It's probably harmless. Scribbles.
Whoever Theo was following had certainly spooked these poor robots who were all consumed by blind panic.
Let's see. Something glowing over here? I'm losing out on all these collectibles. Oh, here's one. Odd cipher. Looks like a chainsaw. And big algae container. Interesting. Alright. We got a, what you call right here? Conveyor belt. We just want to go up and ride it, I think.
As he carefully padded forwards, avoiding lasers, Theo noticed the
gonna-
most curious drawing etched into the wall.
This laser's gonna get
But
us.
why would a killer stop to doodle?
Are we just gonna walk into it? What a dumb cat. Just kidding. Alright. We can't do that. And all the other ones would get us killed. Right? Yeah. Alright, so we gotta think back another move. Alright, it looks like we're trapped. Except this is gonna block the next one. Watch this.
Theo couldn't stop thinking about the bizarre graffiti he kept seeing. It was unlikely the killer was taking the time for artistic creativity.
Alright, what happened?
Was someone else in the facility?
Let's rewind. Alright, we gotta pick the regular one here. Then the little one. We just left the wrong card for last time. This moving card gives us both options. There we go. Vandalism. Don't do vandalism, folks.
As he stepped into the room, Theo found his racing mind halted by yet another drawing of a slightly more significant scale.
Looks like Zordon. Know what I'm saying? Power Rangers. Alright, any other collectibles? Yep, this air conditioner is collectible. And so are these...
Theo tried his best to examine the etching, but
Gun rack. Alright,
found it devoid of artistic value.
let's see. We are gonna... If we walk forward, those are both move. Let's wait. And now we go... Alright, that was the wrong move. Can't do that. We're just gonna walk forward. again. No, that'll walk us into there. Those all have red spots. Okay, hold on. Do this one. Then we wait.
As he began to move away, Theo couldn't help but wonder who would put so much effort into these acts of vandalism. Was it maybe some kind of poorly drawn calling card? Perhaps,
there we go.
As he carried on, the murderer was simply an awful artist. Whatever it was,
why's this guy gotta insult people?
Mural.
I'll tell you why.
To hold Theo's interest
Because
long
he's a
enough
cat.
for any meaning to be gleaned.
Alright, level 7. This might be the last one in the act. I'm not sure.
According to the booming sounds of heavy industry and the massive shipping containers, Theo had found himself in some kind of loading station.
Alright. So I'm liking the game a lot, and I like how if you mess up, they give you an easy way to retry it. Are these orange things
Theo's
gonna
eye
move?
was caught by something colourful and clearly out of place, hanging from a rail
An obvious tie.
across the room. A discarded tie. Was this some kind of taunt?
Oh, that sucks. Let's restart this from the beginning. What if we do this? Nope. Alright.
It was becoming clear to Theo that the large boxes wouldn't just wait for him to cross, so he quickened his pace towards the infuriating clue.
Well, I didn't walk towards the tie, I walked this way.
Clearly, the killer had left this tie to send a message, but in doing so, they had left a trail for Theo to follow. Perhaps he'd get the better of them yet.
Perhaps. Sounds like a... Nope. Alright. Let's call this the last one, just to not
Though he
show
was
too much of the
intrigued by
game.
the surprisingly expressive train waiting before him.
But I'm liking it
On
a
the other
lot.
side of the tracks, a curious hole in the wall drew his eye.
Curious hole in the
Perhaps
wall.
the killer had made their own exit.
Perhaps. Definitely check this out if you like the puzzles. If you like the voice acting. I don't know who's doing it, but he's got a pretty good voice. Alright, this whole train is a collectible. I'll just put it in my cat pocket, I guess. Alright, we got one more to go. Not sure. This pallet is not it. These... No, this is button. Alright, let's just walk. Yep, good. Good. There you go. Rail route map A.
Stepping onto the train, Theo glanced towards his goal and noticed a strangely carefree-looking robot bumbling around near a control panel.
This guy?
Hopefully this one wasn't a threat.
Yeah, hopefully. Uh-oh. What's he doing?
The train began to quake, and Theo couldn't react fast enough to leap off.
What?
He had better find something to hold on to.
Scripted, obviously. But like I said, oh, look how exciting this is. Yup. If you're going to want to see this one, you're going to have to pick up the game yourself, or ask me to do a playthrough, I guess. Definitely 2 thumbs up for the game. Check it out on Steam if you're interested. I think it says it comes out in August, so it should be out pretty soon, considering it's the 29th. But put it on your wishlist if not. So that's it for me. That's it for Bright Paw for now. I like it a lot. Check it out. Check out our other first impressions on the channel too, if you're into video games, which I imagine you are because you watched this video. So thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, leave a dislike if you hated it, and maybe subscribe if you want to see other videos from us. I appreciate it. So that's it for me. Thanks for being here, and have a great day.